Turn on the microphone. Welcome to the Tuesday, September 5, 2023 Urbandale City Council meeting. I will call the meeting to order and ask Nicole to take roll call, please.
Blake?
Here.
Harvey Montgomery? Here. Kroll? Here. McBurney?
Here.
Obrecht?
Here.
Please stand as you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Urbandale is a national leader in character counts, endeavoring at all times to promote and model the principles of trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. In conducting tonight's meeting, we expect that all participants will act in a respectful manner consistent with these principles. Item 2 is to approve the agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
By McBurney, second by Kroll. Discussion, please vote. Okay, that passes. Item 3, the presentations. First, we have the honor to present the oath of the office to two new police officers. So to get us started, I'm going to recognize Sergeant Taylor to introduce our new officers. Rebecca?
Rebecca, will you just check that that microphone is on for me, please?
Okay, now we got sound.
Thank you.
The city manager, mayor, council members, I present to you officers Jenna Jensen and Josie Bailey. Jenna Jensen, can you step forward? Officer Jenna Jensen grew up in Ames, Iowa. Officer Jensen received a degree in criminal justice from DMAC and American Military Institute. Officer Jensen enlisted in the Navy from 2015 to 2021. Officer Jensen was a police officer with the Norfolk Police Department in Virginia prior to joining us. Officer Jensen enjoys the outdoors as she runs half marathons, enjoys paddleboarding, traveling, and attending country music concerts. Officer Jensen currently works second watch. Officer Jensen also enjoys spoiling her pets in her off time. Officer Josie Bailey. Officer Josie Bailey grew up in Grinnell, Iowa. Officer Bailey has been around in the public safety field for a while as a volunteer firefighter, EMT, was a community service officer, and then a police officer with the Nevada Public Safety Department. Officer Bailey has been a member of the Iowa National Guard since 2013. Officer Bailey had one overseas deployment and several stateside missions. Officer Bailey currently works second watch. Officer Bailey is married and enjoys spending her time off with her spouse and pets. Mayor?
Start with
Jenna.
Jenna, if you want
Come on
to
up.
step up here and turn your side. Ready? I, Jenna Jensen,
I, Jenna Jensen,
in the city of Urbandale,
of the City of Urbandale,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all of the duties of the office of police officer, discharge all of the duties
discharge all of the duties
of the office of police officer
of the office of a police officer
of the City of Urbandale, Iowa,
of the City of Urbandale, Iowa,
as now and hereafter required by law.
as now and hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. I know. Okay.
I did it, or?
No?
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Josie? I, Josie Bailey, with the City of Urbandale,
City of Urbandale,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all of the duties
discharge all of the duties
of the office of police officer
of the office of police officer,
of the City of Urbandale, Iowa,
City of Urbandale, Iowa,
as now and hereafter required by law.
as now and hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. I want to, first of all, thank Jenna and Josie for joining us tonight. Thank you for protecting our community. Thank you for choosing Urbandale. Thank you for being part of the Urbandale family. I also want to address the family and friends that are here tonight. Thank you for your support of them, because they're going to need your support. They're going to have some good days. They're going to have some not good, so good days on their job. So thank you for being their support system. We will do our best to keep them as safe as possible. So thank you for protecting them. Thank you for supporting them. And thank you both for joining our department. So let's give them a round of applause. All right, we will then turn to Library Card Sign-Up Month. I'm going to read a proclamation for that. Whereas libraries and communities across America are celebrating National Library Card Sign-Up Month during September 2023. And whereas the City of Urbandale and the Urbandale Public Library recognize the importance of forging connections with local residents. Whereas librarians provide a variety of books and resources to serve everyone in the community, making knowledge and ideas available so that people have the freedom to choose what to read. Whereas a library card empowers all the people to pursue their dreams, explore new passions and interests, and find their voice. So now, therefore, I, Robert Andwig, Mayor of the City of Urbandale, on behalf of the Urbandale City Council and the Urbandale Public Library, do hereby designate September as National Library Card Sign-Up Month and encourage all Urbandale residents to sign up for an Urbandale Library Card. And can I borrow your pen? Thank you. And I know Nicholas Janning, our library director, is here, as well as many members of the library board, and I'm going to recognize them and have them come up. So, Nicholas.
Tall people in back.
Staff, front, board, great.
Mayor, members of council, just wanted to say thank you for having us here this night. We're excited to celebrate National Library Card Sign-Up Month. We have some cool things going on at the library. Probably the neatest thing we have going on this month is our Golden Ticket Contest. So if you're familiar with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, we have some hidden golden tickets throughout the library. So we welcome everyone to go over there, take a look at those. If you're able to find those, we have some cool library promotional things for you. So I just wanted to give everyone a reminder that library cards are free as long as you have your photo ID and proof of current address with you. We'd love to either get you a library card or renew your current one. So
So are you dressing up as Willy Wonka at any point in time?
that could be kind of fun. Willy Wonka does wear a suit, so I think that could be kind of fun. I don't know if I have a purple one though. Yes.
I probably can lend you one.
Take volunteers, yes, if anyone else would like to.
Don't tempt him, Nicholas, please.
But on that, I don't have anything else, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to the board and all the employees as well. So thank you. All right, we are in citizens forum now. This is the opportunity to address the council on something that's not a part of tonight's agenda, but I would like to address the council at this time. Okay, seeing none, we will move on. Item 5 then is the adoption of the minutes. First, for the minutes of the August 22 meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Kroll, second by Carberry Montgomery. Discussion, please vote. All right, that passes. Item 6, the consent agenda. We have 9 items for approval.
So moved.
Motion by Kroll. Second by Blake. Discussion, please vote. All right, that passes. Planning and zoning items. First is item 7.1, the Magnolia Heights Plat 6 Townhome Site Plan at 156th Street and Bentwood Drive. And introducing this is our Community Development Director, Steve Franklin. Steve?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, all. Let me call up. Okay, you might remember at the last meeting, we had 3 plats for this Magnolia Heights development, including Plat 1, which is the lot on which the school is currently being constructed. So now we're going to move to the south of the school a little bit. This is getting into the part of the development that includes the majority of the townhomes. There'll still be one plat in the future that has some townhomes, but that is primarily what is in these 2 plats. So this is the first one. This is Plat 6. Again, this is south and just a little bit east of where the school is going to be located. This is 8.5 acres of the overall 104 acres of the Magnolia Heights development. There are about 68 townhomes that are part of this development. You can see each of those lots here and the streets that will be involved. The main access would be from Walnut Meadows Drive that would come off of 156th Street, and that would be part of the plat. That would be the main access to be able to get into the plat, east from 168. It's a combination, as you can see here, of there's one 3-plex, and then there are also some 4-plexes, 5-plexes, and 6-plexes. These all have, these are all 2 stories in height, 2-car garages, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and they are on slabs, so there would not be any basements in these, and that's the current plan. So Planning and Zoning Commission does recommend approval, subject to the items noted. Would be happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you, Steve. Questions for Steve on this? Or motion?
Motion approved, Council Letter 7552.
Motion by McBurney.
Second.
Second by Carberry Montgomery. Discussion, please vote. That passes. Then item 7.2 is the Magnolia Heights Plat 7 Townhome Site Plan at 156th Street and Walnut Meadows Drive. Steve?
And this is Plat 7, which is just to the south of the plat that you just saw. So here's that same Walnut Meadows Drive that will come in to the east of 156th Street. So this is south of that, kind of down in the corner of the property. So this has frontage on both 156th Street and also on Waterford Road down here to the south. This is about 7.5 acres of the overall development, and this shows 74 townhome lots. It is a mixture of several different 4-plexes and 6-plexes, things like that. Again, all 2 stories in height, 2-car garages, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and no basement. And again, as I mentioned, 74 townhome lots. Main access will be this Walnut Meadows Drive. Planning and Zoning Commission also recommends approval of this plat, subject to the conditions. Lots of things working on this. We are working as best we can with the developer to keep all things moving, including waiting to get the wetlands approval, which we think should be coming anytime, and we'll do everything we can to keep them moving with a priority on Plat 1 to get that recorded, since that's obviously where the school is. But P&Z recommends approval.
All right, thank you, Steve. Questions for Steve on this? Your motion.
Motion approved, Council Letter 7553.
Motion by McBurney,
Second.
second by Carberry Montgomery. Discussion, please vote. That passes. Item 7.3 is regarding a termination of the stormwater facility management and maintenance covenant and permanent easement agreement for Lot 4, Walnut Crest Plat 3. Steve?
Yep, so this is east of 156th Street, south of Meredith. We have what staff, the acronym is a SWIFMA, which stands for a Stormwater Facility Management and Maintenance Covenant and Permanent Easement Agreement. You can see why we call it a SWIFMA. That is a document that's recorded for any plat, which articulates the process for maintenance of their detention facilities. We require it for every development. In this particular case, on that property several years ago, we thought we were moving toward, and in fact had even gotten a site plan approved for 3 24-unit multifamily apartment buildings. And they started the process of recording the documents and everything that would be needed for that. So the SWIFMA for that got recorded. However, that project stalled, was never constructed, and at this point, the site plan expired. Now we have a site plan that's been approved for some townhomes to be constructed in there, and if you've been past there, you can see they've actually started that process. So the new SWIFMA for this new project, which is going to be built, has been recorded, so there's no longer any need for the old document. So this is the process to terminate the old document. City attorney has reviewed this, is okay with it, and approved this process. So it's just a resolution to terminate the old SWIFT move, which is no longer needed since the new one's been recorded. Be happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you, Steve. Questions on Steve for this?
Move approval of council letter 7547.
Motion by Kroll,
A second.
second by McBurney. Discussion, please vote. That passes. All right, thank you, Steve. Item 8.1 is consider the master services agreement for the Human Services Strategic Plan. AJ?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council, before you tonight for consideration is a master service agreement for Human Service Strategic Plan. This grew from the ARPA discussions that the mayor and the council members had. And from that discussion, a committee of 5, 2 staff and the mayor and 2 council members was formed to delve into this issue at a deeper level. An RFP was issued in July and the city received 3 proposals. A working group, as I mentioned, of the mayor, council members, and staff reviewed the proposals. 2 consultants were interviewed in August. The recommendation from the staff is from the group, is to hire Baton Global, and the estimated completion of the strategic plan is February 2024. The cost will be $60,900 plus ancillary expenses. Councilmember Kroll was very intricate in putting this together, so either myself or her can answer any additional questions that you may have on this. Tonight, we have representatives from Baton here that might be able to address any questions that you may have as well. So from that point, Mr. Mayor, I'd be happy to answer questions or to direct them to Councilmember Kroll as well.
All right. Thank you, AJ. Any questions regarding this? And Amy, thank you for work on this, and John as well, so. Do we have,
They're in the audience if you'd like them to
Okay.
just introduce themselves.
would you like to come up and introduce yourselves a little bit? Okay. Give us a little background. Sure, yep. Just make sure the microphone's on there. There's the button right in the middle. Make sure the green light's on.
Looks like it is. Yep, there you go. Hi, Stephanie Majeran with Baton Global. We're really excited to work with you guys. We think this is going to be a really great project. I am actually a member of Urbandale, and so I have a particular interest in being a part of this and seeing the good work that we can do for the city of Urbandale.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Carter Smith. Get to serve on the project team with Stephanie and with Molly. Have been a resident of Urbandale, care a bunch about this community and the surrounding area. Really appreciate the opportunity to be able to serve.
Hi there, and Molly Lopez with Baton Global. I'm also an active member of the Urbandale Chamber. So you are near and dear to our hearts, and it's an honor and a privilege for our firm to hopefully be able to serve you.
Okay. Wonderful.
Do you have any questions? Any questions for us?
Any questions from the
I
council?
feel like I've had all my questions
All
answered.
right, thanks.
I'll move approval of council letter 7550.
Second.
Motion by Carberry Montgomery, second by Obrecht. Any further discussion? All right, if not, please vote. All right, that passes, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much. Item 8.2 is consider the purchase of the fire department portable radios and accessories. And Interim Chief Cardwell, Chief, do you have anything you want to add to this right now?
Not really. I did want to introduce our captain, Mike Josie, who's our communications officer. He's the one that put this package together. The only comment that we have is it is slightly over budget, but we have gone back and sharpened our pencils, took out some options, reduced the number of radios to try to get it as close to the budget amount as possible. It was jumped up due to a April price increase. So any other questions I can answer for you?
What did you cut and how much?
Actually, I think we ended up cutting 3 or 4 portable radios that we felt were duplicated, and then also some of the nice to have things that would have been like some of the chargers that we were able to minimize down the number of chargers that we needed, that type of thing.
So if budget shows up, those are items that could be added in the future.
If we needed to, we have enough this will make it work the way we need it to. And then we'll see where we go from here. But all the critical safety features are definitely in the radio, so.
Just making sure you weren't cutting out a
Nope.
feature that couldn't be added back later.
No, these are ancillary items that we can add if we need them later.
All right.
I'll move approval of Council Letter 7548.
Okay, motion by Carberry Montgomery.
Second it.
Second by McBurney. Discussion, any? Please vote. Aye. All right, that passes. Okay, that takes us to the end of our regular agenda before the closed session. Amy, do you have anything further in?
No. You guys will cover them, so, yeah, keep going.
Right, Larry?
Only thing I'll put out there is, had the opportunity to walk in the Labor Day parade yesterday, and it was a nice slap in the face with the weather, but it was a good realization of what all we earn through the various efforts that our unions put forth. So I appreciate all that they do, and I know that they probably work in much worse conditions than that. And so yeah, I'm just fortunate that I had that opportunity.
All right, great, thanks, Larry. Matt?
First, I didn't say it during the, but I want to say kudos to Amy for doing pretty much all the work along with John when it came to the human services. I was on that committee, but due to most of the interviews occurring during my annual training, I kind of basically had to bow out. So
Because I was on there too, but yes,
Yeah.
we left it pretty much to John and Amy. But
So thank you for taking the lead on that. I know it's going to be phenomenal work, so I just wanted to publicly state that. And then two, I've had at least one question related to Metro Waste Authority, related to the issues related to union, all because it's ongoing litigation. All I will say is that there is a difference of opinion, and I can fill you in at another time.
Okay. Adam?
Good for tonight.
Bridget?
Oh, thanks for leaving me for last.
I knew.
I can't imagine Amy didn't mention the fact that we saw a really great movie this afternoon as part of our participation in Project Uplift. What was the name of the movie?
Raise the floor.
Raise the Floor, related to the basic income program, and kind of a project that kind of happened Chelsea, Massachusetts, quickly out of COVID. Really interesting 30-minute film. It's going to be shown next week to open to the public. We'll get that information out to the rest of the council, but the Project Uplift is moving along, and there's representation from all three counties, and definitely Urbandale is represented. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Little personal note of congratulations to the Waukee Northwest football team for beating crosstown rival Waukee in the first battle of that series. As you know, most students in Dallas County, Urbandale, go to Waukee Northwest and its feeder schools. So that was an exciting full house on Friday night for their victory. And then also, I don't know if there's an answer for this right now, but I noticed last week in the news, several communities had indicated that they were doing mid-decade, preparing to do mid-decade censuses. Is that a word?
Yeah, the special census.
Special census.
Yes,
So I know we did, Urbandale did one
in 15.
in 15. Is
Yes.
that something we're considering, or?
To be honest with you, the staff would recommend highly that you not do it.
Okay.
Is that the expense and the challenges of working with the Census Bureau were not worth the results that we received. Now, we got a different number. They didn't give us a number until after our filing for Department of Transportation to get money from the road use tax. So to our knowledge, they have not changed their process, which we find to be less than efficient and I think we have better things to do, quite honestly, from a staff level.
We're in a different position in this cycle versus 2016. I think our growth is probably, although we've had growth, probably not, you have to weigh the benefits of the increased count that you would get from that versus the cost of
Yes.
of doing that. And as AJ said, frankly, the juice is probably not worth the squeeze at this point, so.
Much more eloquently put, Mr. Mayor.
I figured that was the case, but since it was also in the news last week that I was paying attention to.
Now, the communities that are doing it, the ones that I'm aware of are the high-growth communities. I would say, I think Bondurant, Altoona, Norwalk, maybe Carlisle. Maybe Waukee, but in all seriousness, there really is a considerable amount of work that happens at the staff level. And for us, it gained us enough to make it worthwhile. But I agree with the mayor, at this point in time, we're probably just as well staying in our lane at this point until the next census.
Thank you.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's a great question. Thanks, Bridget. I have, what?
That's a good question, Bridget.
Yeah, thanks. I had nothing further on anything with that. So is there a motion to enter into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code 21.5, 1J regarding real estate? Motion by Blake,
Second.
second by Kroll. Discussion, please vote. All right, that passes. So thank you, everyone. We will be entering a closed session. You high school students, you lucked out. You got a quick meeting tonight. So if you want to come up, we'll sign your reports tonight if you need those signed before we go into closed session. So because we're gonna have to kick you out after that. So.